The way that we see organization portrayed online versus the unchecked chaos of actually being a human. The cognitive dissonance is enough to cause analysis paralysis, even if you don't have an ADHD diagnosis. Believing that you need to spend a lot of money in order to organize your home and change your life is holding you back. I'm Quinn, a professional organizer here in Portland, Oregon, and today I'm going to show you 15 items that you very probably already have in your house that you can use to wrangle the clutter monster without spending a single penny. Number one are paper berry baskets. This is a particular favorite of mine because I find them to be so very adorable. I've actually talked about them before. I use them all over my house. I think that they're kind of the perfect little size to hold small items. I use them for my hair accessories. I use them in the kitchen. I use them really pretty much anywhere and everywhere. I like that they have a sort of cozy feeling aesthetic appeal, but they're super practical and shallow enough to fit in most drawers. They're a great option to organize inside of a drawer. Plus they come in a couple different sizes. There's more of a large size and then a slightly smaller, and there's even minis that I've seen. So love berry baskets. They are a terrific option. Number two, twist ties. Now these are free with any bag of bread that you might buy. Love a twist tie. I save these anytime I have a package that I open that has them, especially if they're the stiffer type that come in like electronics packaging. I love to use these to corral cables, especially behind a desk or behind a couch or a mirror, anywhere where you have a lot of cables coming together, especially if you use a multi-strip electrical outlet. This is a great way to just keep the cables tighter and smaller. I love a twist tie for this. I know that there are products out there that you can buy that are called like cord keepers. I find that totally unnecessary. Why pay money for something that you could get for free? Which is also to say, a lot of these items, it doesn't really matter whether or not you could spend money on them. Sometimes it just feels good to outsmart capitalism when it's trying to tell us that the only way to solve a problem is to spend money. It's not. Another favorite method of mine for corralling long cords and cables, especially on like blow dryers and other small home appliances, are empty toilet paper tubes. So number three is toilet paper tubes and paper towel tubes. I actually learned this trick from my mother-in-law when I opened up one of her closets. Before that, I used to always just take the cords and wrap it around the blow dryer or the curling iron or whatever, which we know will damage the tool over time. And toilet paper tubes, used toilet paper tubes, I guess I should say, not a full roll of toilet paper, but after you've used all your paper, you can save the empty cardboard roll and use this to corral your cables that go with any type of small appliance that you usually keep put away. Paper towel tubes are also an excellent way to store plastic bags. You can stuff your plastic bags inside and it creates an automatic plastic bag dispenser when you need to get another one. Or another good idea to use your leftover toilet paper roll tubes is to store your scrap pieces of wrapping paper. I don't know about you, but I don't want to waste a single inch of that wrapping paper. So if I have even a small amount left, I will wrap it around an old paper towel tube, and then I can use it for a small gift, or I can use it to cut out to make cards. It's a great option for organizing some strange odds and ends. Number four is shoe boxes. Now, I will admit, I'm a minimalist in many things. I don't keep a lot of stuff, but I might have a bit of a box hoarding problem, because when I get a box, especially a shoe box that has like a really satisfying lid that you can close, I'm always thinking, this box is going to be perfect to organize something. I have used shoe boxes to organize all of my cleaning supplies for years. I used shoe boxes for many years in my closet because I don't have any drawers to organize my socks, underwear, sweaters, Shoeboxes are a great option instead of investing money in storage bins, especially for messy items that you don't necessarily want to look at. I still use shoeboxes as a way to store memorabilia. All of my kind of old photos and odds and ends that I save that maybe you could consider a scrapbook. Instead of scrapbooks, I use shoeboxes, and I love to open up a shoebox of memories and go through and discover all of the coasters and bookmarks and little cards and things like that. Stuff that you don't want to get rid of, but that you don't necessarily need to save so that it's accessible all the time. It just needs a place to live. So a shoebox is perfect for that. You can also store shoes in them. Go crazy. On the same note of boxes and box hoarding are shipping boxes, especially if it's a particular size. Sometimes a shipping box is the perfect thing to use as a temporary hamper. Or even, I always have a box going that's my donation box. So I keep a large shipping box in my basement all the time, which I'm constantly pitching my donate items into. It's good to have a place to put your donate items so that you don't just think, oh yeah, I wanted to donate that, I was gonna get rid of that. There's a place for it to go. Number 6 is egg cartons. I love egg cartons for drawer organization. I like to cut the tops off, and if you use the top of the egg carton, it's perfect as a spot in a drawer, like a junk drawer, to hold your pens, pencils, lighters, matches, measuring tape, whatever goes in your junk drawer. Using an egg carton to organize your junk drawer will make you feel like a genius. You can also use the egg side, provided that it hasn't been ruined by eggs, to store small items like paper clips, thumbtacks, stamps. Egg cartons, they make excellent drawer separators. Number 7 is ribbon. I love to use ribbon to organize my hair accessories, specifically grosgrain or grosgrain. I'm not sure how you say that. Grosgrain ribbon is not the nylon kind that you think of that you can curl with scissors, but more of like a fabric style. I love to use a small piece of scrap ribbon to throw in my dop kit so I have a place to put all my bobby pins and hair clips that I'm traveling with. I mean, if you've got hair, you know what it's like when you are looking for a bobby pin in all the makeup and brushes and all the stuff. It's like you can never find a bobby pin, but with ribbon, you can always find your bobby pins. Plus it's pretty. Number 8 are gift bags. And I mean both the paper gift bags and especially the reusable gift bags that you get from Amazon. Not naming any names, but I do have some relatives and acquaintances who are a big fan of getting those reusable bags from Amazon for Christmas gifts. And every Christmas at the end of present opening, I'm running around gathering up all those reusable bags. I love those big drawstring kind to store blankets, sleeping bags, and camping gear. They're terrific. Paper gift bags are a great option to sort deep drawers. I also used to use paper gift bags as a place to put my hosiery and stockings, any kind of small pieces that are already contained in a larger space. Paper gift bags are great for that. Number 9 are empty tissue boxes. This is another great way to store plastic bags. I like to use them as a dispenser for Ziplocs. I think that they're actually better than the box that the Ziplocs come in. And we always wash and reuse our Ziploc bags, so we're a little crunchy. It's Portland. Empty tissue boxes are also great as desk organizers, especially the school size. If you cut the top off, they're sort of the perfect depth for markers and pens or paintbrushes, especially kid art supplies. Really a great way to just get them into a container. Number 10 is tins. So anything like an Altoid tin or a Lush bath bomb tin, love those for small item storage. I have a Lush an old Lush tin that I use for paper clips, another one for thumbtacks, another one for screws, another one for nails. If you want to get really fancy, you can use a label maker or a piece of tape and label them so you know what's inside. Or you can collect different tins and be like, I keep the screws in the Altoids and the thumbtacks in the bath bomb. They're also terrific to take in your purse if you just need a little place to have a few things like stamps or lip balm or a spare nail glue while you're running around throughout the day and you don't want those little things floating around in your bag. A little tin is sort of the perfect catch-all, and they tend to seal, which is really nice. So you don't have to worry about them popping open and then suddenly you've got paper clips all over your purse. Number 11 is a little bit of a weird one, shot glasses. I mean, I guess technically this isn't really a free item, but a lot of times I've gotten these as novelty gifts or wedding favors. I just feel like after a certain age, we all end up with a collection of shot glasses and nobody to do shots with. We're not doing shots. I don't do shots anymore, I drink martinis. I use shot glasses in my medicine cabinet as a place to store small items like nail scissors, tweezers, toothpicks. What are those little floss picks called? Oh, they're called floss picks. I had to look. What are those floss picks called? Oh, they're called floss picks. Number 12 is jars. Obviously, jars are great for leftover food storage, sauces, or for infusing things if you're like me and you like to make your own bitters or bath salts. Saving a jar from pickles, peppers, spaghetti sauce less. I feel like we're gonna exclude the spaghetti sauce jars from this conversation because I feel like the ghost of the spaghetti sauce never leaves the jar. The jar is forever a little spaghetti. But almost every other kind of jar, pickle jars, those are great. They're great for holding craft supplies, like if you have a million googly eyes, perfect. Put them in a jar, it's got a lid, screws on. Pom-poms, glitter. If it fits, it can go in a jar. Number 13 is candle glass. If you're anything like me, even when that candle is gone, it's hard to let go of the glass because it's so pretty. I like to use hot water to wipe it out and completely clean it. It makes for great makeup and bathroom storage. You can put cotton swabs or Q-tips or your makeup brushes. It feels sort of elevated and elegant, even though it's an upcycle. Number 14, rubber bands. Produce rubber bands are great. I think we all know we should not be throwing these away. First of all, you can use them to reseal bags in the kitchen. You can use them to group items. I've even used this for Barbies. Mostly I love rubber bands for food storage because in my opinion, clips just don't really work. Chip clips, it feels like they're always popping off. Whereas if you twist it and then once, twice a rubber band, that's not going anywhere. It's great for the freezer, so you know that your peas aren't gonna come spilling out everywhere. And the last one is a little bit of a weird one, maybe, but I don't have a garbage can. My parents don't have a garbage can. We've never had a garbage can. The reason I've never had a trash can is because we've always just used grocery bags. My parents do this, and now I do this. Because we keep our garbage and recycling under the sink, and I just use paper garbage bags with, you know, a plastic bag inside for garbage, but for recycle, you can just use the bag itself. Goes under the sink, so keeps things aesthetically appealing and visually calm. But then when it's time to take out the garbage, there's no getting a bag out of a disgusting plastic situation. You just take that whole bag and bring it outside. A friend of mine recently moved into a new place, and when I went over to visit her, I said, "Oh, did you get a new trash can?" And she was like, "Yeah, oh my God, it was $50. And I was like, "What?" No. So grocery bags as garbage bags, save the footprint in your kitchen, save the money on a $50 garbage can, excuse you very much. For $50, that can had better take the garbage out itself. With all the money that you've just avoided spending on fiddly-faddly, diddly-daddlies like cord keepers and pricey garbage cans, now you can afford to treat yourself to something that's actually fun. I think it's positively punk rock. Are there any free items that I missed that I should be using to organize my house? Please put them in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! There's a tiny little spider sitting on top of my phone, right by the camera lens. Hi, guy. Hi. Oh, he reacted. Okay. Just don't move. You can be there. Don't be anywhere else.